Welcome to our channel. Today, we are going to share with you a timeless story about the differences between the rich and the poor. In this story, we'll meet two men who lived very different lives. The first was a wealthy man who lived in a grand mansion. The second man was poor, living in a cramped apartment and struggling to make ends meet. Despite their differences, these two men learned a valuable lesson about the true meaning of wealth. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this classic tale of rich men and poor men. Let's get started.
Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there were two men, one rich and one poor. The rich man lived in a lavish mansion, with every comfort and luxury at his disposal. The poor man, on the other hand, lived in a small, cramped apartment, struggling to make ends meet. The rich man loved to flaunt his wealth, and often looked down upon those less fortunate than him. The poor man, however, worked hard every day to support his family, but never seemed to have enough. The rich man was obsessed with money and spent all his time counting and hoarding his wealth. The poor man, on the other hand, was always kind and humble despite his difficult circumstances. One day, the rich man fell ill and was bedridden. He called for the best doctors and spent all his wealth on trying to get better. The poor man, hearing of his neighbor's plight, came to visit him and offered to help in any way he could. Through the poor man's care and kindness, the rich man eventually recovered. Overwhelmed with gratitude, he thanked the poor man and realized the true value of friendship and compassion. From that day on, the two men became good friends and worked together to make the city a better place for everyone, regardless of their wealth or status. And they lived happily ever after.